All right, guys, we're out at the Donner Ski Ranch. This weekend is the Donner Hard Enduro. I'm about to go give a course preview for the B class. It's going to be going on Friday, 1 to 5 p.m. The weather is gorgeous. It's going to be a little warm, but I don't think you can ask for much better. It's absolutely beautiful here on the mountain, so let's go get into it. Just imagine. And you got 10 guys in front of you, and all you want to do is win. It is going to be done. They did pick up a tiny bit of rain actually, Monday, Tuesday, which is awesome. Man, I'm happy to be out. Just to remind you, this will be the B course. This is mostly the C course as well. C course has just got a little bit taken out of it. But so far, it's like amazing single trail. Which, you know, I don't think people should let classes get in the way when they're signing up for a hard enduro. Yep. Your first hard enduro, you love just really good single track racing. Maybe a BC race is the race for you, you know? Even if you're a A-class rider, like at a hare scramble. Kind of like, doesn't name it ABC. It's got all the ego tied up in it. Gold, silver, bronze, iron, atom, whatever. They got a lot of classes there. Damn, it's fun. this year, you'll notice we're kind of running backwards from previous years. That was done just to try and get the course flow to be a little bit better. Essentially, to put more of the slow stuff in front rather than affecting the hill. That way people get kind of more spread out before they get to the hardest section. Make everything more fun. Actually, I'm racing in this class this weekend because I'm out here pre-riding course and helping out. I've been out a couple more weekends too. Starting at the very back this weekend. All the way in the back. Let's see a few arrows. Probably put a few more up in here. Behind every typically I race the pro class. Kind of one of the slower pros out there. I'm looking forward to seeing you guys, a lot of you guys out on the track. Blue and yellow. Watch out. Whoa. Good shit. The roads and everything are, they got a lot of dry slick to them. They're just a little bit marbly. Go left around that. Gonna get a hot line. Yeah, the roads are a little marbly for sure. Alright, and if you don't know me, I'll be out all weekend under the tent and on the racetrack, of course. But my name's Devin, and I run Crosslink Components. Oh, don't come down here. Don't recommend going down there. Go left. I run Crosslink Components, make steering guards, sport guards, chain guides, etc. I live local now in Truckee, and so I'm helping out. But we'll have a booth out. We'll be selling parts. Make sure to come by. Check us out. Yeah, fresh. Real nice and fresh. Whoa! Don't blow the ribbon. Oh no! Oh no! I'm not gonna walk. So, that's gonna be a bit of a corner to get that race pace. Cool. See you out here. There's some more markings. This stuff's gonna get so worn in through the weekend. Kind of my job right now, besides the YouTube video that we're posting, is to make sure that the markings are all follow. Talking a lot, hopefully not too much.
consistent section out here at the Donner Hard Enduro. More or less always ends. Usually part of it is in for the hare scramble as well. Definitely one of the harder hare scrambles around. I've raced it once in the snow and rain before hard enduro was a thing. Line choice is pretty decent. Right edge in the truck. Oh! Oh! That's what happens in the race. Go and spike your heart rate. 10 guys go by you. And that's when you kind of decide what you're made of. Usually I'm not made of shit. But you're tough. Buckle down. Recover. Keep yourself from blowing up. Get back to it. So that's the C course going around to the right there. Now we're following B course. Seeing the yellow ribbon here. It looks like I'm a little off. Yellow ribbon, we're on B course. And all this is going to get taped some more, so it's going to be pretty sweet for you guys. See it wrong way though. Something up. Okay. Supposed to go off to the right, huh? Okay, I see more yellow ribbon. I think it's supposed to go this way. Kind of just through all this stuff. This section's called Free Firewood, I think. Should become pretty obvious why. They're just full of friggin' down trees. Got myself in a kerfuffle here. Oh, elevated log. Just gotta commit on that one. Alright. Back on the pegs here. Okay, and we're back together with the A course, it looks like. So this is definitely going to be a part of the course that beats on you. Just hard to have any rhythm. But definitely big reward for just staying calm, picking good lines. Pretty wide right in here. And early on in the race. So you're probably going to be all jammed up in here with 1,000 people. My on the seat log crossing technique is weak, but it's getting the job done. So it's always tricky. turn. This section has definitely slowed my progress down. Okay. There's the yellow. So, to the right is a section called Waterfall. This is pretty common for the Donner Hard Enduro. It's one of the spots that holds water no matter what time of year it is. From that nice double-A hill towards it. Why this stuff is so brutal. It's just the rock moving. It's got a mind of its own. But there's one part on the course so far that I'd look for a different lineup to make some ground, seeing that I'm starting in the very back. And I think free firewood, definitely a spot to make a lot of moves. But right there on that hill, I bet a lot of positions. It's gonna be gained and lost. Okay, there it is. To the left. Gained and lost right there on Snowboard Hill. There's a snowboard. Look at it, covered with snow every year. There it is. Well, it comes up for us. That was no easy hill. Goes up on the AA hill proper up there. You can see that the terrain over here has definitely slowed me down. This part of the course is absolutely one of the most taxing. Yeah, here's a little preview for the A riders. These sections are gnarly, I gotta say. For those A riders, those pro riders. Now Matt said for like 30 to an hour for my lap time, so right now 30 minutes is looking like it's not gonna happen. And I don't feel like I'm doing too bad. I mean, somebody out there can definitely go faster. I feel pretty alright. Set this part of the track, so hopefully I can follow it. So 2 weeks ago, I think. Moving. Second, I'll definitely need to get a little speed in. Left turn. I feel like I'm in one of those videos where the kids are mic'd up on the ski slope. Now when I was out here, they actually marked it a little bit different. They were around to the right, but maybe they didn't like that too much. Oh yeah. It's a decent sized slab right here. I was just gonna say, I think that this way is actually harder than the big slab that this spot is known for. Yeah, you gotta carry the front over the hole there. So, maybe not as scary as Big Bertha down there. Definitely not easy. Okay. You see? Okay. This area out here is called, the left where the airliners go. It's called Outer Limits. Right on the edge of the property. Gotta be maybe property we can ride on up here. Like Donner Ski Ranch and Brian Garahan of Garahan Off-Road Training. Called Schitt's Creek. Last couple of years it's been an uphill. It's downhill. Oh yeah. Suspension put in the work. Who knows how deep that hole was. Come on, Editor. For Sunday, which is pretty fun. We'll go from the back row all the way to 25th. If they let me in, I'm not 100% sure they're going to. But that's how I understand it. Just because the opportunity presented itself, you know. This is what other swing arm guards do. Not sure whose brand that is. Crosslink components. Get yours at the Donner Hard Enduro. I just couldn't help myself. It's just too funny, you know. Into the main granite part of the course. Woo! Big baby. The section many of you will know going the other direction. It's that kind of very highest point of the track. section of the course is aptly named Granite. Interaction with the track. So we've never approached from this angle before. A nice piece of single track right here. Kind of shake your hands out. Get ready for some more hard enduro. So this is a section that has bottlenecks in the past for sure. This year it's pretty far in the race. I expect minimal bottlenecks. Whoa! Looks like the hot line is over to the left there. Bit of a cliff right there. Yeah, if you're down here, we lost a few minutes. The classic line is around to the right and then kind of switch backing up. Me and the boy Nick Clark did this last week. Oh my god, there's a marmot up there. Crazy. Let's see if I can stick it. Oh no! So if you don't want to look like a goon like me, maybe go the classic way. Ooh, all the easy lines are taken out. A little bit of moisture down in here. Watch out for all those holes. Classic spot with a bunch of chaos. Left line is better. classic. There's an obstacle here. Last time I tried it both ways. Ooh, that rock is looking pretty nice. Look at that. My preferred technique. You just got to make sure you get the back of the skid plate. Or if you're on a linkage bike, look at that linkage to the log on top. Once you do that, just rock yourself over almost any size log. And the really big ones, you got to carry the front. But typically we don't have to go over any that are that big. Something here. Sweet. The bushes are always tricky. Can't see what's underneath them, but a lot of times it's nothing. Oh, it's something. Trials events on this property, and a few times even national trials events. I mean, ideally, you'd just go right there. A little bit of moisture on the roots there. And editor, cut out my mistakes. I'll probably keep it in. This section sponsored by Crushing Components. Can't even make it up the fucking hill. Yeah, the line, I think the line doesn't look very good from down here, but I think it's the way to go. Like kind of up on the flat rocks, cool too, so. ridiculously easy. But I was on the seat, so it couldn't be that hard, right? Fucking goon. Is this a family-friendly show? Am I swearing too much? The left here, it looks like. Looks like yoga. Just a granite, and then we kind of skirted around bear trap. Here I just want to do more in there. And now we're making our way to the spectator hill. Kind of the final section. I'm not sure. I think the A-Pro riders are going up and over top of the world. Spectator hill, which is kind of cool. Usually spectators right on the finish line. Those are yellows. I think that was going to be a checkpoint. Oh wow, the track is going to go here. Not too bad. Golden hour. Boy, does it have some traction. Looks like the D-Class gets their shot at Spectator Hill slab. Woohoo! And honestly, it's gotten to be quite a bit easier than it used to be. The bottom's so perfectly done up. Hey, it's the man! Woo! Yeah, Brian. That was the man himself, Brian Gerhan. Gerhan Off-Road Training. Man, it is a lot of work. It does take a village. Part of the US Hard Enduro crew is out here. Matt, Nick Clark, a bunch of hands guys are out here. No one person can put on like this. Thank you. And if you're thinking about coming out, do it. You get to see how awesome and beautiful courses that they put together. Oh. No need to go way up here. Not too bad of a line though. Line choice in here can definitely make a big difference. Up and go left. Been down this one. You can hop down there. How can I say this? I got. Okay, so we're out of Spectator Hill for the B-Class. I believe. tricky one to get through. There we are. Check the GoPro. Still ripping. We're at an hour already. I don't know who rode a 40-minute lap, but I'm impressed. We are at top of the world. I mean, I'll pause here for just a moment because during the race, nobody's going to be able to, and that's a dang shame. That's a dang shame. And just take a second to look at the paradise that we got ahead of us. Just gorgeous. Okay, classic top of the world section. I'm not sure how they're going to route the bees through here. A-class usually goes kind of up and over to the left through this really nasty, rocky thing. On the internet. Whoa. Too busy talking. Hit the rocks. We are definitely getting close to the lap. Just one more descent, finalize it. There it is. And we're going to have to be paying attention to hydration on Friday and Saturday. It's going to be warm. I'm out here in the evening. Started at like 5:36. So, cooling, but unfortunately the race is going to be the hottest part of the day. I think it's going to be about 80. The sun is really intense out here, so I'm sure sure. Plan to keep the water on deck, a lot of it. And make sure you do the electrolytes and fueling and everything. I think it's a 4-hour race. This part of the track is so fun. I think I heard this called mountain bike trail. Oh, that's not very much stuff. There you go. Up on the tags. Blowing. Whoa, whoa, yeah. Watch out for that little spot. Must have been going the wrong way for the starter. Now you definitely messed the start up a little bit. Wow. Easy enough to walk the first 100 yards before you got that. So one thing that's tripping me up that, keep in mind, I don't know if they're going to change this up or what, but the blue and the yellow, they're kind of alternating back and forth between using one color or the other on the common course. Just, it's a little bit hard. Not 100% sure how this is supposed to work. Goodness gracious. Look at this. Look at this contraption. At least this part of the course will be wet. So that'll be the scoring sheet. It looks like no brutal rock darts for Depot. So I think that is a complete lap at the Donner Hard Enduro. There he is. Yeah, man.
Nice.
Got anything to say for yourself?
No.
Nothing?
Nothing.
Nothing for the World Wide Web?
No. I hope you guys enjoy.
That's right. It's a lot of hard work, right?
It looks like it from all the sweat you got going on.
No, for you.
Yeah.
You've been out here for weeks.
I've been out here since since Friday. So we came out a couple times before that, and
Yeah.
started with chainsawing trail out and hanging ribbon and banners from there on out.
Yeah. Well, it's looking awesome out there. It really is.
There you have it. That was a lap on the B course at the Donner US Hard Enduro. God, it is insanely gorgeous out here. It's hard to keep your eyes on the trail. I had a blast. There's some sections out there that just you can't help but giggle when you're riding through them. There's some others that are pretty challenging and are going to give everybody a little bit of a butt kicking, if you will. Particularly way out there in Double A Hill, just a real energy sapper. And then all the granite, really techy, but a lot of traction. So If you're not planning on coming up for the race, then you should be, especially if you're in the area. You can't go wrong coming to the Donner Hard Enduro, whether you're spectating, racing, or otherwise. So come and give it a shot, and come say hi to me at the booth, the Crossing Components booth down in the pits. So awesome. Thanks for the opportunity to come hang out and give you guys a race preview.